They say we lose this. I have your write-up there for everybody else. It's just an okay. Well, we don't write checks. We may. We don't write checks.
You will not have to refund anything.
No, that's correct. That's correct. You see, well, because it's relit.
No,
think of it in these terms.
Pay for it.
Think of it in these terms, Jerry. It comes to the town people, not from the town government. Okay, they come. When you come to, I'm correct. What happens is, let's say $1 is over in terms of refund. They were taxed too much by $1. Okay, they're going to be looking for a refund. The county advances that money, just like they do now, on unpaid tax bill. They pay it in the regular village, town, school district, whole. They will then re-levy in the county town tax rate imposed on the Goshen.
I think we'll be out of here
starting in 2011. Let's say $2. $2 basically per taxpayer in Goshen in 1 year. So the county decide what we tax, put one half in 2011, one half in 2012. This is what I mean by those numbers again. Until we know the numbers, you don't know what the impact is going to be, and whether the county needs to give it all break, time, release, whatever. Okay? The school district, whatever the numbers turn out to be, they were overtaxed or overpaid. They've got to get normally within 60 days. They can even go separate from us. Yes. You know, if they want to flesh that out, Commissioner of Finance. Anybody over there can tell you exactly the exact procedure. That's what's so tough.
Because I spend 5 minutes a day.
Not
5 minutes a day. You wouldn't have done. Yeah, but right away,
between you and me, we'll cut his budget.
Does anybody have an amendment to the agenda?
I just got a clarification on the minutes. It's actually, correct me if I'm wrong, so it's the October 12th minutes, instead of the 25th.
Okay. Thank you, George. All right, then we have privilege of the floor on anything in the agenda that anybody that's listed in the agenda would like to say. Ray?
Are we talking about the budget now, or that's what we call it?
No, we're gonna have a public hearing. Okay. All right. With that, then, would someone like to make a motion? We open the public hearing regarding the Town of Goshen 2011 budget.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'd like to talk a little bit about the protocol on a budget. By New York state law, the supervisor is responsible for putting the budget together, presenting it to the public, and presenting it to the board. Once it's presented to the board, it is then open for their discussion and comment, etc., etc. And once it's accepted, it is then the board's budget. Mr. Cantorino is not here tonight. He's the Commissioner of Finance, but he and myself and our budget officer, Bill Standish, worked with all department heads on this budget and many iterations with the town board. So we've been working on this probably since August. And what we have here tonight is the summation of all those meetings. I'd like to talk a little bit about the goals that we had or have. So the Town of Goshen financial planning goals, number one is financial stability. As we all know, we've been in the worst recession since the Depression, and financial stability is a must. That means you have to have money to pay your bills, etc. Another goal is to protect jobs. And there are those that say, well, layoffs and this and that, that's a thing to do. But the fact is, people have signed on with the Town of Goshen for careers. And we take it very seriously that we do all of our part to protect the jobs. And that's not to say that we may at some point in time have to reduce a job, but it is a goal of ours to protect everybody's employment. The other thing is when you're unemployed, you're just adding to the roles of the unemployed, and that's counterproductive in any environment. To protect services. People are accustomed to services, and we think they're valuable services, and we expect to continue on with those. But overall, we want to weather the economic storm. And again, we've completed 2 years in this downturn. 2011 is going to be the third year. Now, we have some principles that we followed in preparing this 2011 budget. The first is, and we've been using this since 2006, we use a 5-year budget analysis in our decision-making process. If you could look out 5 years and see what potentially can happen, you can preclude problems from occurring by managing them today versus waiting till it occurs sometime in the future. Continuous focus on cost reduction. No new borrowing for the year 2011. Pay as we go or we don't go. Maintain the current level of service. Be prepared to reduce costs further if projected revenues are not realized. And then utilize all sources of cash. That's some of our fund balances. I want to focus on 2 of them right here to show the public the kinds of cost reductions that we've been involved in during the course of the year. Okay? And these cost reductions certainly are going to carry over to 2011. One of them is, if you recall, this past January, we had a couple of heavy snows. And not only was the snow deep, but it was heavy. It was wet snow. And our 1993 and 1994 trucks developed cracked frames as a consequence of all this heavy lifting, so to speak. We looked at it, and the cost of repairs in these trucks exceeded their value. So the superintendent of highway said, well, I need 2 new trucks. And a new truck on the state bid for calendar year 2010 was $185,000 each. And if you finance these for 5 years at 3%, you're talking $215,000 a piece. Or for 2 trucks, $430,000. And we don't have the money. Didn't have the money then, we don't have that money now. So we went to the highway department and said, listen, let's see if we can find some good used trucks, just like the ones we have. And lo and behold, they came running into my office a couple of days later and said, boy, there's one over in nearby town here. It's a nice truck, it only has 50,000 miles on it, and let's bid on it. So I said, okay, and we got all excited at my desk, and we looked, and I wrote down a bid of $12,500. And we were the only bid, and we got the truck. So in essence, we got what could potentially be a $185,000 truck for $12,500. Well, we felt pretty good. Let's see if we can get another one. And we could not find another one. So I went to Mr. Cantorino and I said, Phil, you work for GMAC, General Motors. You know all about floor plans and this and that and everything else. I want you to go over to the international dealership and really push on him hard. Push on him until he squeals. And see what kind of deal you can get for us. And I could see the glow in his eyes. Yes, sir. And over he went. And